Let's circle back here. Gerardo, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much, Michael. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for your time.
My pleasure. All right. Tell us about you and the Network Bar, what people can expect from it, and how you're helping the community grow and put wealth back into an industry sector that's kind of been overused, networking. You know what I mean?
Sir. Yeah. It's one of those words that's been tossed around, but not other people know how to do it very efficiently. And as you mentioned, I've been working with Mr. Phil Romano for about a year and a half on this project. As you know, Phil is one of the most successful entrepreneurs here in Dallas. He's started Foot Rockers in the 70s, and now he's done Nick and Sam's, which is a very successful high-end steakhouse here, as well as Eatseas and a bunch of other projects. And the goal is to make sure that we are helping the community, the businessmen in our community, become better at networking and growing their careers and finding new opportunities. And we are doing that with the Network Bar, which is a concept created for business professionals to network and socialize for business and pleasure. And the reason why we exist is because we believe that we have created the tools to empower these business professionals and make sure that they become networking machines, that they can meet more efficiently, that they have a space to do it, that they can connect and build meaningful relationships and then grow their skill sets through our educational programs. So it's a concept that has a lot of different pillars, so I don't want to just ramble on for a while. But
don't worry about it. I'll knock it down for you. Let's talk about the educational side. People go there to learn, be mentored, so that they can take from successful people and implement it in their businesses and connect with other people to grow their businesses, right?
That is correct. So it's not only the ideal space for people to meet, as you mentioned, Michael. The space is very, very cozy. It's comfortable. If you take a client there, it's going to be a memorable experience. It doesn't feel corporate. During the day, it's the space where people can come in and work. There's private meeting rooms that they can reserve. We, of course, have a full menu so they can enjoy lunch and dinner and drinks and happy hours and all that good stuff.
To me, it felt like the chairman's lounge.
Yes, kind of. So it's comfortable but modern, and at the same time, it feels like a space where deals get done. You know what I mean? It just feels like the right place to be. So as you were saying, there's a couple of things that we do at the Network Bar, and one of those is the educational series. So we're not only setting the stage for our members to have the ideal space to connect, but we also provide them and expose them to business professionals that come in to talk about mentorship and entrepreneurship and innovation and trends. We had a VR and AR specialist come in, a panel of people to talk about the augmented reality and all that interesting stuff. So we expose our members 2 or 3 times a week to different industry leaders where they can learn and expand their skill set by being exposed to all these different professionals from different industries.
Right, like on January 10th, Trey Bells was there.
Mm-hmm.
He's got an incubator, and he was talking to how to find and keep a mentor.
Exactly. And then we have, for example, Julie Farha, who's coming into town, and she specializes in what she calls tangible intuition and how we all have these gut feelings, but she has developed this method as to how to use intuition to make rational decisions. So it's it's interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And then we were talking.
Wait. Let everybody know it's the 17th, right?
Yes, it is January 17th. And as you know, it's a members only club. But if you're interested in one of these events, you can go to networkbar.com and reach out to us, and we can schedule a tour around that event so you can see the space and listen to the speaker. As a way for us to show you what we have to offer.
Right now, you're not just focusing only on that, because I'm looking on the 19th. You've got stand-up comedy with Alan Sapp.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he was in Pootie Tang. So our programming is very, very comprehensive. We have educational events, but we also have fun social events. We have wine pairings and caviar tastings, and like you said, stand-up comedy.
Right.
We have a bunch of writers that are going to come in to talk about their new books. For example, we have the Fab 5 Rules for Success and Happiness, which is from Dr. Fab Mancini. He specializes in health and nutrition and talks about how that combined with a healthy life and work life, you can get much more out of your career.
Now, tell me about this app that you have, because that was pretty cool. You were talking to me before the show. Walk us through that.
Sure. So as I mentioned, we are making sure that our members can form meaningful connections. And we want our members to do it efficiently. You know, technology through LinkedIn, for example, is out there and it helps people connect profiles to profiles, but rarely does that connection get the person anywhere. So with our app, what you can do is, first of all, it's your key to the space. So if you're a member, you have our Network Bar app and you slide a button and the door opens for you and your guests to walk in. And then once you're inside, you can see profiles of who is at the bar at that time. So you can see, you know, there's 50 people here and you can see, you know, what they work at, what their skills are, what their passions are, and therefore find common ground with the people around you. Suddenly you enter a bar and no one is a stranger anymore. You know who's there and you know who you want to talk to. And therefore you get a return on your time, which is our goal. Our goal is to make sure that our members are getting a return on your time. Obviously, time is scarce, and we want to make sure that you get the most out of it when you're at the Network Bar by being surrounded by business professionals like yourselves. So in the app, you can see who's there, and you can also search for what you're trying to find. For example, you're trying to network with someone in the finance industry. You type in finance, and the app will show you these are all the people at the bar at this time with finance as their background.
And then you can communicate with them.
Exactly.
So if you want a soft intro, you can say, hey, let me buy you a beer, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly right.
Okay.
So there's people that, you know, might want to use technology as to make a soft introduction, like you said, and you can, you know, send that person a message through the app and you know, get them lunch and you know, start a conversation that you've been wanting to have for a while now, probably.
Well, let me jump in there. What's this VIP concierge service? What goes on with that?
Absolutely. So we, as a membership private club, we take it very seriously to make sure that our members are treated as VIPs. So we have a concierge service where, you know, we pretty much can handle anything that you throw our way. For example, recommendations for the city. There's a bunch of members that bring in clients from out of town, and we have a concierge service to help them, you know, with suggestions and recommendations.
Okay, that's good. How do you get to be a member? I mean, you don't just walk up. I mean, it's a closed-knit society here.
Right. It's a private network, and as I was mentioning, Michael, what we're trying to do is making sure that all of our members have something to add to the Network Bar community, whether it's a lot of experience or an interesting project or a cool backstory, whatever it might be. We make sure that all our members have something to add. So if you're interested in taking a look at the Network Bar, you can come in and schedule a tour where someone in our membership services can talk to you more about the concept. But basically, you have to be recommended by another member to become a member at the Network Bar, because we want the community to build itself. We want our members to bring in like-minded people like themselves and grow through them. But basically, you cannot straight up walk in, but you can set up a time to be given a tour.
Got. Where is the location?
It's 331 Singleton Boulevard. It is right next to Trinity Groves, which is located west of the Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge by downtown Dallas.
Okay, networkbar.com for the website?
That is correct, sir.
All right, Gerardo, thanks for being a guest on the show.
Absolutely. Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome. Gerardo Munguia, excuse me, from the Network Bar. You'll be hearing more of these people on the show. Maybe we'll even get some breakthrough technology from some of the people that are part of their network on the show. All right, up next on the other side of this break, we're going to come back with Ed Baxter, Bison Creek Capital. We're going to talk about the private equity spotlight and what he's got, and probably cryptocurrency this time. He's been hitting that one hard. We'll be right back. You've been listening to CEO Money. It's brought to you by Tycon Partners.